games.
Why don't we talk about the Cowboys 49ers game?
Okay.
That will be one. And then the second thing I do want to talk about is just the refs in general. Referees in general. Those will be two different. But first things first, Dak Prescott and the 49ers. I would like everyone to recall my Galaxy Brain statement. I said if the Cowboys lose, the under hits. So if you're going to parlay, take San Fran +3 and the under. The Cowboys always do this. The Cowboys this season were putting up more points than any team. But as soon as they faced a good team, they just couldn't do anything.
Crumbled.
It was such a setup for failure. It reminded me of the Cowboys versus Cardinals games, where they're coming off this game where they just dropped 50 and everyone's like, oh, Jerry Jones, Cowboys.
Yeah.
But when they get in these big games where they really have to play, they just can't do it. It really is. I think it's tough to be a Cowboys fan right now. They have the longest streak of any professional sports team. This is not just NFL teams, but any professional sports team of making it to the playoffs, but not making it to the championship game. And that doesn't even mean Super Bowl. That means what would be the NFC championship, right? Am I messing up Cowboys? And Cowboys would be in the NFC championship. So they've now gone to the playoffs 11 straight times and have been unsuccessful every single time in making it to the NFC championship. Really tough. And Tony Romo said something on the broadcast that I thought was very true, which is tough for Tony Romo because I know he's a super biased fan.
Right.
But he was like, you know, I wish I could be optimistic for the Cowboys right now, but this is their year. It's not like they're still rebuilding. It's not like, you know, you're excited because your young team made it. You might be able to say that as the Eagles.
Yeah.
You know, hey, you made it to the playoffs with your young quarterback. Nobody thought you'd even get there. Cowboys were supposed to make it. Their team's as healthy as it's going to be. Their old guys are only getting older. Yeah, their young guys are developing, but Tyron Smith and Zach Martin, these are some of the backbones of the team. Dak should be fully developed. Zeke is kind of slowing down as so far it seems.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's not like the future looks any brighter for the Cowboys. So it's tough to see them lose this game against a lower seed 49ers team, a 49ers team that I don't even think played that well. I think the Cowboys shot themselves in the foot.
Oh, for sure.
About 100 different times.
Yes.
The penalties, as much as you want to say the refs shouldn't have called some of those, some of them were questionable. Let's say 50% of them were questionable. Can you pull up the penalty yards?
Right here.
Okay, let's say half of these penalties are bogus. Like, they're total bullshit calls, right? You still have 7 fucking penalties. And it's not even so much about the yards. It's about the resetting of downs. It's about losing big plays. They have this huge play to CeeDee Lamb that comes all the way back for, I don't exactly remember what it was, but that's really how crucial that is.
Yeah, and I mean, when you're getting CeeDee Lamb the ball one time, you're not going to be.
Why does Dalton Schultz have 7 receptions for 89 yards in the biggest game?
Yeah, and Zeke is averaging 2.6 yards a carry.
Zeke has been doing that shit all year. He has been mediocre all year.
That's what I've been saying.
Hey, listen, Dak is the Nickelodeon's most valuable player. He is the MVP. Taken from the GOAT, Mitch Trubisky. Just kidding. Those, you know, Mitch Trubisky is like historically my most hated NFL player.
Yeah.
And Dak just took the fucking MVP from him.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
I mean, they just started out so bad. I mean, they were just so flat, the penalties. And, you can blame it on the refs, but you really can't.
You
really can't.
You cannot blame that.
Because,
game
I mean,
on
that's
refs.
all the Cowboys fans are going to say is refs. Cowboys versus refs. Cowboys versus refs. But
I think the Cowboys have extra delusional fans compared to most fan bases. But I think even most rational Cowboys fans look at that last play, and you're just like, what the fuck? We just ran a QB draw?
yeah.
You ran a QB draw? You can call it as stupid as you want, but it only became stupid for 2 reasons. Number one, Dak should have slid sooner. I don't think he really was aware of how much time was left in that game.
Right.
The sense of urgency was not there. Number 2, you have to hand the ball to the referee.
That's the big one, yeah.
The referee, for anyone who's still confused about this, which you shouldn't be if you've been watching sports, the referee has to touch the ball before it can be spotted. The Cowboys spotted their own football. You can't even do that in high school football. Like Dak and the center were throwing the ball down on the ground as if they could then snap it.
There's all the fans running to watch their L.
All the Cowboys fans sprinting to the front row to watch fucking Dak run a QB draw for 14 yards.
Dude, yeah. So what? It was 41 yards to get to the end zone, or was it?
So they were roughly.
Yeah, it had to have been.
They were roughly on the 40.
Yeah.
14 seconds left. Was it even 14? It might have been 10. Either way, you have 2 options. You have Hail Mary twice. Well, you really have 3 options. You have Hail Mary twice. You have throw a short check down, get out of bounds.
Yeah.
Or you have QB draw. How the fuck was QB draw ever an option?
No, yeah, that was so dumb.
I get what they were trying to do, which was just get closer so that you can run 5 wide and have a better chance than just an actual Hail Mary. But even then, it was a very questionable decision. But here's the real thing. Let's pretend that the Cowboys threw 2 Hail Marys instead, right? It's still an incredibly low probability event that they catch those. San Fran pretty much won.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think it's funny that everyone's so caught up on this final play. You're talking about a final QB draw just to set up an insanely unlikely play. You know, it's not like I don't know. So really, what people should be talking about more in this game, I think, is just how dog shit the Cowboys played, how they did not show up when they had the fully healthy squad, how you lost to a 49ers team that lost Nick Bosa, their best defensive player, possibly comeback player of the year, probably not, but potentially, and Fred Warner, their best linebacker. So they did lose a mid-game, but you still lost to an injured 49ers 6 seed. That is tough, man.
Yeah.
Your team
Not
just got
looking good.
Your poverty franchise is owned by Jimmy Garoppolo.
Dude, Debo though, oh my God,
he's
he
a
is
freaking
good.
leader.
I never realized how good he is.
Hey,
Holy
Patriots
shit.
fans, I hope you remember that you took N'Keal Harry over Debo Samuel. Never forget. You
He
took
is
N'Keal Harry
good.
with the first pick of the second round. Or no, you took N'Keal Harry. Did you take him in the first round or was he the second pick of this? Whatever. Either way, you took fucking N'Keal Harry over Debo Samuel. I won't let you forget.
How do you feel about this? Is this just typical Cowboy fan shit? or
Cowboys
what?
fans hurl beer bottles, team self-destructs, and embarrassing and mistake-riddled playoff loss to 49ers. Top 3 worst NFL franchise. No, top 3 worst NFL fan bases. Go.
You got to put Pats.
Pats,
Patriots.
absolutely. I think Pats go number 1.
Patriots.
The Pats are so delusional, they thought Mac Poverty Jones was going to beat fucking Josh Allen. I couldn't believe that. We should go look at the replies to my tweet, but that's after. Patriots are up there.
Cowboys.
Cowboys
Right
are
there.
up there.
Yeah.
No question. I really don't know who falls at 3, though. I think Philadelphia fans might actually be number 3.
Okay, yeah.
I think Philly fans are shit. The fact that I see like Philly fans, on Twitter, just demonizing Jalen Hurts, calling him a bum, talking all this shit about him. You were never supposed to make it to the playoffs.
Yeah.
This is also your young, developing quarterback playing the best player of all time, the defending Super Bowl champions as well, the defending Super Bowl champion defense, and the best player of all time. You were supposed to lose that game, and you kept it within 16. The fact that Philly fans were mad about this made me upset. So there's my top 3. Patriots, Cowboys, Philly. In no particular order.
I like that.
Although that order is pretty good. Cowboys fans hurling beer, pissed off at the refs. And guess what? Did you see the quote that Dak had? Dak said he was glad for the fans doing this because he believed that the referees did such a poor job. Prescott's decision to run instead of passing or getting out of bounds was the cherry on top of a blunder-filled afternoon. Was it really Prescott's decision, though? I'm pretty sure that was Mike McCarthy's play call. I guess Dak could have audibled, but if that's the play call, as the head coach says, probably run it. Jerry Jones was extraordinarily disappointed. Oh, cry about it, Jerry. Cry in your fucking billions of dollars. Yeah, I do know that he said something about the referees. I'm gonna just look up Prescott referees.
Yeah.
Yep. Dak Prescott on Cowboys fans throwing debris as refs raced to tunnel. Credit to them. I think that's so silly.
That really is.
So Dak says credit to them. I don't know. I can see like a rookie quarterback saying this, but I get it, dude. It's so easy to hate the refs and blame the refs and XYZ the refs.
Yeah.
They didn't play a good football game.
No, they
There's
didn't
like
at all.
very few instances that I believe it's justified to actually hate on the referees. I think one instance that was very justified was that you ever seen that Packers Seahawks game where it was like a clear interception, they call it touchdown, some shit like that. There have been extraordinarily bad calls in NFL history. I don't think there was a single one in this game. I don't think there was one just historically bad call.
Right, like where it was clearly not
Yeah.
a flag or something along those lines, and they still.
Yeah, I encourage NFL fans, instead of just shitting on the refs, I encourage you to look at your team and say, did we actually play good football today?
Yeah.
Cowboys did not play good football.
No.
I really don't care what happened at the end of the game. Not to mention, it could have been avoided had Dak played better. That's the other thing, too, about this play. So right at the end, the referee does bump into Dak. Yeah, it might have slowed it down by a second. Maybe they do get the Hail Mary off at the end. Not only do you have to get a Hail Mary still, but you only have 1 second and 1 play. Okay, so, hey, the rivalry might be back. Hey, good shit on the 49ers. Played a good game. Jimmy G almost sold that shit at the end, but the Cowboys were too good at selling themselves. I will say, for the 49ers, it's going to be tough if Nick Bosa does not come back. I think Fred Warner is definitely coming back, but I don't know the status of Nick Bosa. If the 49ers do not have Nick Bosa going into the game versus the Packers, they are fucked. They're royally fucked.
Yeah.
Squeaked by the Cowboys, but hey, good shit to the 49ers. There was one upset that screws up my picks. I almost had the picks perfect. It's close. I had the Bengals. I had the Bills. I mean, the Buccaneers isn't that impressive, but I had it. But hey, get to him and obviously had the Chiefs. So yeah, good shit. Cowboys, come on, man. I was rooting for you. I wanted to see them go. I don't know why I put any faith in Dak Prescott, Mike McCarthy, and Jerry Jones. What am I doing with my life?